You kids down there, I was once a child with a dream, looking up to the stars. Now I'm an adult in a spaceship with lots of other wonderful adults looking down to our beautiful, beautiful Earth. To the next generation of dreamers, if we can do this, just imagine what you can do. Yay!
We're going to visualize the reality of the world we want to be in. All right? I want you to find a comfortable spot, quiet, all right? I want you to sit down or either lay down. Set a timer for 5 minutes and close your eyes, uninterrupted. Start by visualizing the ideal performance space that you see in your mind. Is it a field? Are you in an arena? Are you in a stadium? Are you in your church? Or are you at your school? Whatever you visualize, that is the reality that you're setting for yourself. What does it sound like? What color are the walls? What color are the seats, the stadium seats? Watch your fans slowly fill into the space. Listen to their excitement. Picture yourself backstage calmly waiting to perform for your audience who's excited to see you perform, who came to hear you sing, see you dance, watch you perform for them. Once you set the scene, remain quiet in that moment until your timer has gone off. That's all it takes. Try it a couple times this week.
You have something nice to say. If you train yourself to look at the positive side on other people, it will come back to you because that's how you're looking at things and doors are opening everywhere. If all you can see is the flaw, the fault, how bad things are, how this person this, how this person, that's all that there is space for in your life. This is the only thing that you will have in your life because negativity, it's also contagious. And I think it's a great experiment to do. I challenge everyone to wean yourself from criticizing others in a harmful way for a month. You cannot say anything bad about anyone else. You will see how difficult it is. And if you accomplish it, see if there's a change in your life. It could be an interesting experiment that you can do today. And there's always choices. There's always choices. There's always a place to go. The fact that you don't see them doesn't mean they're not there. And you have to have faith that they will come. But only if you change yourself, you will be able to see them. Because you can only see according to your perception of things. So unless you make a change inside, new opportunities will never come to you. So when you make a mistake, you have to have faith that there's always a way out.
I have this rule when I'm manifesting something is that you don't tell other people your manifestations so that they don't put negative energy into it.
The evil eye, that's what we call it, or that's what the Israelis or the Middle Easterns call it. Okay, so now that you've manifested, can you say what you tried to manifest? Or can you not talk about it anymore? Because it's like it's happened.
I can talk about it.
So tell me about what you manifested for yourself.
I just wanted my song to go well. I didn't really manifest, I want it to be like, like I want a certain view on YouTube or anything like that. I just wanted it to do well. And I wanted people to see that I can be a good artist. You can actually start a music career anywhere if you just do it right and just put your passion into it. It'll work out.
So if you go back to let's say when you were a kid, did you manifest back then? When did you first start manifesting?
I only started manifesting last year, actually.
Oh, I thought this was a big part of who you are.
It's funny because I didn't know anything about manifestation. Beginning of last year, I downloaded TikTok. And the first video was manifestation talk or whatever.
Oh, no what?
Yeah, so that was my first video. And I was like, this is interesting. And then it was basically a video talking about, you should start manifesting. And this is just
I better
simple
start
ways.
manifesting. That should work for you fast.
Yeah.
So what is manifesting as you understand it?
It's basically just wishing or believing that what you want is gonna happen. Yeah.
Do you is it more complicated, or is there like more steps or process? Like, do you have to like visualize it? Do you have to like is there a process to manifesting something?
Mine's very simple. I just write 3 things on like my I have a whiteboard in front of my bed, and I see it first thing in the morning and last thing before I go to bed at night. So it's just like 3 things, and when one of those 3 things are done, like if it came true, I just put another one in. Yeah.
You know, that's kind of a great idea though.
Yeah.
Because it's like keeps your mind focused on like these specific goals. Makes sense.
Yeah. That we kind of got to talk about it when we were just the 2 of us, and I was saying, like, I feel like my take on manifestation is that what it really is like focus. Like when you focus on something, you're gonna get it done. If you're focused and you really want to do it, you can do it. So
also what's interesting too is like I feel like a lot of times I'm working and I'm stuck in the motion stuff, but I don't really ever have like clearly defined goals, which is what kind of helps you, like you said, focus. I'm gonna start manifesting, bro.
Like I know for both of us, when we had this like idea of the podcast, we had such a clear idea. We knew exactly what we wanted. And same with Teddy Fresh. Like we had this exact visualized simple idea that was really easy to focus on, and then it just kind of happened.
What like manifestations have you taken off the whiteboard, if I can ask?
Well,
the
being
first
signed
song.
to like the label.
There you go. Boom, done. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then of course my first music video and my first song.
I feel like I always believed that I was good, or that I had something at least, because I always knew somehow that this was gonna happen in some way. I didn't know like how, but I always had the mindset of believing like this is gonna happen. And I don't know if that's, I just think that's manifestation, and just, you put something in your brain that you want to do and you keep thinking it's gonna happen, and working for it. That's one thing. I know a lot of people think you can just manifest, like just think about stuff and it's gonna happen. 8 months ago, I got a call, and it was from Lil Bibby and G Money, and they said, hey, we want to sign you to Grade A. We're gonna fly you out to New York. We're gonna get everything locked in, loaded. I was like, okay. And that was my first big check that I had earned. One thing that I always preach and I always tell people around me, or even kids that's younger than me, is to manifest everything and speak shit into existence.
She's pregnant.
I've had to, now I don't read those types of things, but I've had to unlearn that they're not true, because sometimes I write things down when I want something to get put into my head. Even if I'm gonna have a hard conversation with somebody, usually I kind of write a little mini script for myself. So I kind of know where I don't like going into something with no direction. Where do I want this to go? What are my goals? What do I want? That's what any of your athletes would do. It's like, I know that I have that as an artist. I want to have a long career. I have to do the things to be able to have that longevity. And so I would write down, kind of an idea of where I'd want conversations to go, even with the people in my life, and what do I want out of them. And I had to stop going, hey, just because they wrote that down, it's true. Because something about writing it down gives a lot of power. I don't like to write down things that I don't mean. That's why I don't write songs that I hate, because once you write it down, they are like alive.
So what you're saying is that like reading things that other people wrote about you made you think that those things were real. So it fucked with your own personal narrative.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not a human. I'm a frequency, baby. You know what I'm saying? Not a human. I'm a frequency. Don't put me in with humans. If that's all I could do, then I'd be like, yo, I'm human. But if I'm telling you I'm a frequency and you feel the frequency when you're around me, respect the frequency.